It appears that some Democratic senators, are panicking and therefore voted with Republicans to end the government shutdown. Now, it's not clear why they're panicking. Other Democrats are really pissed off at them, actually, because their view is that the recent elections vindicated Democrats and showed the Democrats were pretty strong, and they should have stuck with the shutdown and not given in to Republicans. But it seems like some senators, particularly former governors, it turns out, some Democratic senators, former governors, have shifted and have now voted to reopen the government. So 8 of them shifted. So the Senate yesterday or today or yesterday voted, I guess this morning, 60 to 40. You need 60 votes to approve the continuing resolution, which is the funding of government for another, 3 months until January. We'll do this all again in January. For 3 months under certain conditions. Again, the 40 Democrats who voted against this are pretty pissed off at their colleagues. But I think what happened was, at the end of the day, the government shutdown didn't really affect anybody. Nobody really cared until 2 things happened. One, airlines started canceling flights. That started late last week on Friday. And it looked like there were going to be significant flight cancellations. They were through the weekend, and there was going to be more this week. And my guess is that, I don't know, these senators have some way to go, or they heard from constituencies who said, what the hell? You know, we've got business flights. We've got to do this. This is mayhem. This is chaos at the airports. This is ridiculous. You know, refund the government. It's hurting our flights. So it finally hurt somebody. It hurt a constituency. People who fly are easy to pick up the phone and call their senator or call their congressman or whatever and complain. And maybe even the congressmen and senators felt it themselves because they were at airports where the mayhem was going on. And they decided to backtrack. So that is part of it. The second part was that there was no obvious way to fund food stamps under the government shutdown. So again, there was a constituency, poor people, who were going to lose out because the government wouldn't be able to pay for the food stamps. So suddenly these constituency that started hurting, they started getting phone calls, and they caved. Now, I don't really care that much because I like government shutdowns, but they don't really matter that much one way or the other. I mean, if anything, government shutdowns prove that you can manage without the government doing a lot of stuff and manage fine. And indeed, if we only privatized, which a lot of countries have, Canada, for example, has already, if we only privatized the air controllers, the whole air control system, not only would we have more modern equipment, we'd have safer flying, but we'd also not have, them holding this above our heads as a kind of a weapon against us. So yeah, we should privatize air traffic control. The Canadians have done it. One would think the United States could do it. And God, people don't feel a government shutdown, and maybe that's what really got them to stop it, is that people realize suddenly that maybe they don't need the government at the size that it exists. So anyway, Democrats did get a few concessions from Republicans. The big one, I think, is that the Trump administration is going to reverse all the layoffs that it did at the beginning of, if you remember, at the beginning of the shutdown. Basically, Trump said, okay, I'm just going to fire a bunch of people and never hire them again, and not hire them again. Well, as part of this deal, Trump is going to hire all these people back. That is out. So the one benefit of the shutdown was maybe shrinking payroll. Nah, that's not going to happen. They'll be hired back and they'll be paid their full salaries. I think the Democrats also got some concessions in terms of a few programs, a guarantee to fund these programs for kind of all through next year, in spite of the fact that the continued resolution only covers them until January. So they got the Republicans to agree that that the welfare payments will continue throughout next year. I mean, here's the point. This is all theater. It was always all theater. It continues to be all theater. Nothing you and I will benefit from. No plus side to us. Nothing good is coming of this. Yeah, I mean, so who cares, right? I mean, I don't think Americans really care that much about the government shutdown. It didn't affect many people, and they just didn't care. And so, again, I'm happy that the government shutdown is over. Really happy, because I'm flying all this week domestically, and U.S. Airlines canceled more than 2,000 flights on just Sunday. And there were 7,000 flight delays. And I fly out tomorrow morning at 7:15 a.m., and then I've got a flight on Thursday, and I've got a flight on Saturday, and I don't want to miss any one of those. I don't want them canceled, and I don't want them delayed. So please open up the government in the next day or so I don't have to suffer from what is going on there. So, yeah, Jennifer says she's flying too. Yes, she's coming to Denver to see the debates and to participate in the LPR session. I think I'm pretty sure I sent the names in. I need to make sure that they have your names so you can attend the LPR session. All right. So yes, I will be doing a debate Wednesday night at the University of Colorado Springs. It will be socialism versus capitalism. I expect a big turnout. Hopefully some of you guys show up to support the capitalist position. There'll be a lot of socialists there. And then I'm doing a debate on that's Thursday night, sorry. Thursday night is Colorado Springs. Wednesday is in San Francisco, and that is a debate on Christianity. And you can find information about both those debates on my website, and you can sign up and join us and be there. If you're interested, this might be a treat for you guys. On Wednesday, I'm actually going to wear a tie. It's required. It's crazy, but it's required. So I'm wearing a tie on Wednesday. I'm dreading it. I don't think I remember how to tie a tie, how to do the knot. I had that problem in Cambridge earlier. I figured it out ultimately, but it's not easy, not simple. Anyway, right? Shutdown is over. You can go back to life. If it affected you, if you were flying this week, and if you were planning to fly on Thanksgiving, airlines will be their usual awful selves. But there won't be the added issue of the shutdown.